Hey y'all, it's Marianne Pack, your spiritual guide. And today, the card that I pulled for us is this one from the Abraham-Hicks Law of Attraction card deck. And it says, I know who I really am. The back says, you are an extension of non-physical energy. You are indeed an extension of that which we are. We are known as teacher, we are known as Abraham, and we are together because of our matching intentions and desires. And I follow Abraham a lot. You may know about Abraham-Hicks. You can go to their website, abraham-hicks.com, and find out a little bit more about them, or you can also search YouTube. So if you want to find out more about my mentor, Abraham-Hicks. But let's talk about this. I know who I really am. Do you? Do you know who you really are? Do you think you're just this physical body, this physical apparatus in this life, and that we live for 70, 80, 90, 100 years, and there's nothing else? That would be a very sad way to live. And I want you to know who you really are. You are an extension of source energy, an extension of what you call God, infinite intelligence, source, spirit, whatever your reference is to what you believe God is. But you're part of that. And when we realize we're actually part of non-physical, eternal source, we reawaken the joy within us, because it's joyful to be part of the eternal. Our inner being, that soul, that spirit, our inner being, I usually call it inner being or inner source, is part of God. So not only are we physical, we are also spirit. And spirit is love, unconditional love, well-being, peace, joy, happiness, all those delightful feelings. And according to the law of attraction, which states, that which is like unto itself is drawn. In other words, like attracts like. It's like vibrations attracting like vibrations, which turn into like manifestations. So this life that we're living, the whole point of it is to blend you, the physical, with you, the spiritual, you, the non-physical. And to do that, we can remember, we can reawaken our joy. That reminds me of the program that I have. One of my programs is entitled Reawaken Your Joy. And the beginning module is about remembering who we really are. Because it's not just this physical life, our physical thoughts. It is also attached to the divine. And I was just looking up, I wanted you to know that we desire and crave joy and happiness and being happy, because you know what? That's the core desires of our being, of our inner being. And when we are not in joy and happiness and appreciation, we're actually thinking in opposition to what our inner being thinks and knows and feels about who we really are. So if you have thoughts that feel bad, that is your indication that you are off. You are thinking in opposition and feeling in opposition to who you really are. So when you start more self-love talk, when you feel better about who you are, and it aligns your physical mind with your spiritual mind. So you can feel so much better. And I was just looking, right before I hopped on here, I thought I'm going to go out and look up joy, happiness, and happy and see how many Google hits. This is just on Google. That's the search engine I used. And I wrote them down. And joy, happy, and happiness, those three had over 16 billion searches for just those three words, just on Google alone. And then I thought, well, how many users of the internet do we really have? And so I looked that up, and the website, the stat website that I looked up, it was for how many internet users there are worldwide from mid-2019. So from mid of this year, there are 4.5 billion internet users. So if there are over 16 billion searches for just those three words, just joy, happiness, and happy, there's a whole lot of people looking for joy, happy, and happiness. There are so many people. You know, these are multiple hits if there's only 4.5 billion. This lets us know we so are hungry for remembering who we are, who we are, and feeling that love and happiness and joy that is who we are. And until we can remember who we really are as non-physical, as pure light and love, you're going to keep searching for this. I want this to sink in for you, because this is imperative that we remember who we are and we blend those. There's a convergence of the two, and we become whole. That's when we can maintain a level of joy and happiness and appreciation. This is a beautiful day for you to remember who you really are, that you are non-physical, source energy, more than you are a physical being, because your spirit is looking for joy, happiness, and to be happy. Those states of being are who you really are. If you would like to follow I have a journal that I have created, and you are welcome to download that. It is a journal of positive aspects. And this journal that I created will help you remember who you really are. And if you would like that, I will put a link below. And I hope that you get it, because it is not dated, it's just a day by day. So you can just write the date in next to each entry. And it's a 31-day journal, so you can start at any time. But this would help you so much if you would get this little free PDF, print it out, and write in it every day. I have used it multiple times because I have grown and expanded my life experience. And so it's actually new and fresh every time I open a new one. So go out today and make it a beautiful day. It's a cloudy, rainy, misty, chilly fall day here in Texas. And it is beautiful. So go remember who you really are. Download my Journal of Positive Aspects and get started remembering who you really are, that you are joy and happiness. We'll talk to you later.